In the deep American South, a ghost stalked a family. It didn't just rattle chains, it spoke, it tortured, and it murdered. In 1817, the Bell family farm in Red River, Tennessee, was peaceful and prosperous. Patriarch John Bell Sr. was respected by the entire community. But the peace ended when the strange phenomena began. It started simply: bizarre chewing, gnawing, and scratching sounds in the walls and floorboards. Then came loud knocks and the sounds of invisible objects being dragged across the floor. The family tried to dismiss it, but the activity quickly escalated to physical terror. Soon, the entity began to speak. It developed a personality, often singing, sometimes quoting scripture, but mostly shouting cruel threats. It identified itself as the spirit of Kate Batts, claiming she was a neighbor wronged by John Bell. The locals called it the Bell Witch. The entity's primary target was John Bell's teenage daughter, Betsy. She was relentlessly tortured, subjected to invisible pinches, slaps, and hair pulling that left visible bruises. The terror became so legendary that General Andrew Jackson even sent a contingent of his men to investigate. The soldiers were physically assaulted and driven away by the entity, with Jackson himself reportedly stating he would rather fight the entire British Army than face the Bell Witch. The climax of the haunting is the most terrifying and unique to this legend. The entity declared war on John Bell Sr. It relentlessly tormented him, subjecting him to physical assaults that left him covered in welts and spasms of pain. John Bell became severely ill. In December 1820, he was found unconscious. By his bedside, a small dark vial of liquid was discovered. The entity loudly proclaimed that it had poisoned the medicine and celebrated his death. The Bell Witch succeeded in its final, verified act of terror. The doctor confirmed poisoning was the cause, and the family believed the entity was responsible for the murder. After John Bell's death, the entity promised to leave but vowed to return in 7 years, and then again in 107 years. It is one of the only historical ghost stories where the entity is documented as being present for, and claiming responsibility for, a murder. The records of the Bell Witch, documented in journals by the family and contemporaries, have been studied for centuries. They confirm an authentic, terrifying fact. Over 200 years ago, an invisible force brutally haunted, tortured, and killed a man in Tennessee.